Hi, and welcome to the Weekly, your source for trends and innovations we're seeing in the commercial construction market. So things are getting back to normal. The Masters is back in April, which I used to always love because you knew spring was coming and was here. And it looked beautiful. So I don't know if anyone got to see it, but I thought it was amazing. And today's tax day, but not this year. It got moved to May 15th. So the Masters being on time and tax day being moved, that's a good deal for 2021. I'll take that every year. Our sponsor for today is the Modular Building Institute, and they're 100% focused on off-site construction. And they concentrate on three things: innovative construction practices, outreach and education, and a real high focus on processes, on design, and on facilities. So if you want more information on off-site construction, check out modular.org. So today's theme is innovation. And at Building Design and Construction, we love innovation. You know that if you've been watching the Weekly. We have a cool new AI tool. Connor Evans walks us through the processes of how there's a tool that senses and monitors in real time the temperature and strength of concrete pours. Can that actually speed up construction?
Using wireless data sensors to monitor concrete strength after concrete placement up to 56 days long. And the neat thing about it, you tie the sensor right on the rebar before the pour, and over the course of 56 days, it emits a wireless signal and feeds information on the strength of the concrete right to an app. And so any given morning or any given point during the day, the superintendent, assistant superintendent, owner, project team can see how that concrete pour is strengthening, which is really neat because if it achieves strength in 3 days, you can get on that slab or that foundation that much faster. And so it theoretically buys you time.
So that's cool. Real-time data versus taking a sample, sending it out to a lab, and getting it tested. If this is for real, how could you not love it? So our innovation theme continues. Ann Holford Smith discusses a super hot topic: adaptive reuse. And Ann tells us, when you're looking at a building, you better check out their DNA.
Well, to start with, it's really important to understand the defining characteristics of the existing building that you're going to work with. We often call this the building's DNA. Now, some building types lend themselves really well to a specific adaptation, such as taking a school building and converting it into apartments. The tall ceilings, large windows, double-loaded corridors all lend themselves to to a residential conversion. Mm-hmm. Other cases, you need to adapt the program to fit the building, such as where you have a structural system that you have to work around and you have to sort of accommodate your program spaces to work within the structural system of the building. And other times, when it's very important, we actually need to break the DNA of the building when it's important to insert a very specific program element. And we did this at a school where we actually dug underground. It was an individual landmark being converted into a school. We dug underneath it to put in a basketball court because there was nowhere else on the building to put it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So I think a successful adaptive reuse both recognizes what's special about the building and why you want to adapt it, and then how it can be modified to suit the needs of the new use.
Adaptive reuse? That's going to be a hot topic for a while, as our work and home habits continue to change, it can do nothing but accelerate. So thank you for joining us. If you missed any of our segments, they're available on Horizon TV and on YouTube. We'd like to thank our sponsor today, Modular Building Institute. Not only do all the great things we talked about in the opening around education and design and facilities, they're a real answer to the skilled labor shortage that we have. So check them out at modular.org. If you have any suggestions for the show or any feedback, I would tell you last week's segment on Spot got some feedback. Here is my email address. So have a wonderful week. Please be safe, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thanks.